Good morning. Welcome back to Wednesday Wisdom. I'm super excited you're here because this week it's just been an interesting week where experiences have given me wisdom in the moment, and I'm super excited to share with you this idea of letting go in order to move forward. And it started, interesting enough, with watching a TV show the other night. And it was one of those extreme exercise shows where somebody's going across this line of ropes and he's got one rope and he swings and he swings and he tries to grab the one in front of him. And then he swings back and he moves forward to grab the one. You know what I'm talking about, right? And it reminded me of this thing that I'm walking through right now in my own life, where I have to really let go of what is behind me in order to grab the next thing, what's before me. But the process of letting go of what's behind me is more a leveraging what's behind me in order to move forward. You see, God doesn't waste anything in our lives. And so every experience we walk through, whether it's something we've chosen to do or something that's been done for us, can be leveraged in order for us to move forward. And I just think that's super encouraging, because what I've discovered is if we want more, if we want the next thing in our lives, we have to let go of something, because our plates get full, right? I mean, we get busy, our plates get full, and they get full of all this stuff. And if we want more, we have to make room on our plate. But it's a trust issue. So much of life comes down to a trust issue. And I found this scripture in Psalm 55, verse 22. Of course, it's the Passion Translation. And it says, "So here's what I've learned through it all. Leave all your cares and anxieties at the feet of the Lord, and measureless grace will strengthen you. He will watch over his lovers and never let them slip or be overthrown." So we can leverage our past. We can leverage it and say, where's the wisdom there? And use our past to propel us to move forward once we let go of that past. And once we let go of the past, then the grace, and another word for grace is gifts, can come to us. Measureless gifts can come. We can move forward into peace and prosperity and joy in abundant levels, because we now have this propelling from our past experiences to move us forward. But we can't do it until we let go of that rope behind us. So I don't know what channel that was on. It was one of those channels that has those extreme adventure shows, and they had this amazing obstacle course, and that's what they were doing. And there were a couple of them that, when they let go of this one, they didn't have a strong grip on this one, and they slipped and let go. But I feel like that's the anxiety part. Like, if we can just trust God enough to grab onto that next thing that he's holding in front of us, then we can have the confidence and the grace to move forward. And grace being those gifts that he's going to bring. And what do those look like? Well, those look like resources. It may be a person that you meet that has a connection that is really going to be beneficial for you going forward. It may be a book that you read. It may be, it literally could be anything. In my life, it sometimes comes in a scripture verse. It sometimes comes in a song. It sometimes comes in a podcast or a conversation. And in this case, it came from that exercise show, that extreme adventure show, where we have that thing that moves us forward, and it gives us a visual picture. It gives us this visual metaphor of what we need to go forward. So I hope that encourages you today. I tell you, last week, the comments that you sent, I loved it, about just being able to let go of one anchor and grab the other anchor. And this week we're talking about letting go of ropes and grabbing the next rope so that we can move forward in our lives. It's all about getting traction. It's all about moving forward. But I want you to hear me on this. We leverage that rope behind us. We leverage that. That guy pulls on that rope and swings himself forward to get that next rope. And it's just a beautiful picture of making sense of our past so that we can move forward. If you have more questions on that, please reach out, because that's a big component of the work that I do, the course that I walk people through. And I have a slice of that I'd love to give you for free. So reach out to me and let me know. And just have a great day. Think about what rope is hanging in front of you and what you're going to need to let go of in order to grab that. So I love you. Be blessed, and we will see you later.